every opportunity that any other WVU student has, they have. So Country Roads is an integrated or transition program for individuals who have a modified diploma, a diploma or GED, who have an intellectual and or developmental disability, would like to enroll in higher education but haven't had the opportunity. Again, the idea is to provide those additional learning opportunities in the areas of preparing for certain types of occupations that they wouldn't have been otherwise ready for. Social interactions, just like college students get different types of social interaction. And then independent living. They're here on their own, on campus first, then transition to off campus, and there's a lot of skills involved with that.
They live in the dorms, they go shopping for themselves, they get their own haircuts, they get themselves to and from class. They do have kind of a specialized curriculum that suits them, but part of that is learning how to manage money. So the director, Leslie Cottrell, contacted Extension and said, do you have anybody who works in financial literacy? This is kind of, again, our pilot effort with these students. And we're really working on financial basics. So they're out spending money. And the question is, will they, once they start living on their own and they have their jobs, will they understand their paychecks? Will they know how to work with that? And we're finding that they're really growing quickly, and they're understanding the things that they need to in order to be independent and responsible.
So we start the first semester, well, it primarily has core Country Roads courses. So some of those are orientation, some of those are specifically designed to prepare for a WVU classroom. Let's say the next, in the next semester they're going to audit a class that's 150, 300 students. We want to prepare for that. We also want to prepare them for the types of activities, because they will be expected to do homework assignments, exams, quizzes that are already established in those classes. But we don't start there. So we start with different types of assignments and increase in severity, increase in complexity over that first semester, and still somewhat in the second semester of the first year. And when they start to enroll for credit, the program provides additional tutoring, those additional supports, so that, again, that transition can continue. Faculty, staff, students from across the university are involved in this. And we have been fortunate to receive interest from any types of majors from all levels of the university, which is great. That gives more opportunity to the students.
Because of the nature of the audience we're working at, it's a little bit harder to kind of see some of the impacts. But what I'm seeing when I come back every other week or every couple of weeks with them is that they are supporting each other to make good decisions. So we've talked a little bit about kind of impulse buying and convenience buying, and I see them having conversations with each other about making smarter decisions and realizing that maybe we don't want to just impulse buy on every little thing we see or do. That, part of being a responsible and independent adult is that we have to make choices and maybe not just get everything we want when we want it, but actually start to make those long-term decisions, those, what do we need versus what do we want. I hope that they will not only understand kind of the mechanics of managing money, but they will start to see the value and that critical thinking about what money choices are. One of the things I really liked about the activity we had today was that they were able to make their own choices and see that this person may make these choices, that person may make those choices. Neither one of those is right or wrong. They're just your choices, and the effects of those are what you will have to live with. So when they start to get their own paychecks and they go to the grocery store, that just those basic skills of budgeting and being aware of how much you're spending, that they'll be able to do that on their own without support.